Pause and we'll do.
Okay, we're back. Okay.
Roger?
Right, so we have a saying at Cashflow Club that sales equals income. So those who can't sell, you can actually see it reflect in their financial statement, how much money they make. Because funny enough, everybody is in the field of sales. Everybody. But only some people get paid for it. Right? So, and in addition to that, it's also good to register a company. Right? A lot of people don't want to register the company or they register as a sole trader. That's actually a big mistake. Right? So in Cashflow, we teach people to register limited liability companies.
You'll teach you.
Oh. Why is that? To help with taxes or
taxes and asset protection.
Okay.
Taxes and asset protection. Because if they fall in your establishment and they sue you, they sue you.
So you guys
If you're a
have
sole trader.
lawyers like Emma on board and stuff.
You're a lawyer?
I am, yes.
Serious? You're a attorney?
I am, yes.
Oh, how appropriate. And you help people register.
And I do, and yes, we have an online business where people can come and register incorporate their companies in Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice, because we need that because a lot of people start off as sole traders because it's easy to do, but they don't know it's actually to their detriment because when a lawsuit happens, they get sued.
And it's also important to be a sole trader too, because that's how you get your bank accounts as well.
Sole trader
So
or
we do
limited liability?
yes, so for sole traders, so we do sole trader registrations and limited liabilities.
Yeah, but eventually you want them to convert to limited liability.
Good point,
companies.
yeah.
So
Definitely.
people who do cash flow and they're sole traders, we convince them to register as a limited liability company, but also taxes purposes as well. Because there are a lot of games. I'm not being recorded, am I? There are a lot of games you can play with taxes. There are a lot of games you can play with taxes as a limited liability
Loopholes.
company,
Let's just
as
say
opposed
loopholes.
to a sole trader. If you do those things as a sole trader, you can get locked up.
Well, I'd advise everybody to take a listen to episode 18 where Emma and I spoke in detail about all of these about business and corporation.
Was that the last show y'all did?
The first show.
Oh.
This might be the last one.
So what episode is this one?
This will be season 3, episode 1, so it'll be episode 21.
Wow, well done.
Oh, so I'm just 3 away from Emma. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. And, right now, this country is going through a transition. Right? So, the politicians are starting to wisen up now and they're seriously considering decriminalizing marijuana and making it into a profitable thing. Which I think is a really good thing. You have to have an open mind to to see past the box that marijuana is dangerous and all that crazy stuff they heard back in the 50s and 60s, when science is proving right now that marijuana is actually not dangerous.
Well, it's been legislated in a lot of different countries all over the world.
What about the UK? Is it still illegal?
Currently, I believe it is. However, it has been
hope we're going to the UK
in
anytime
Lewisham.
soon.
It was delegalized in Lewisham a few years back, but not anymore.
I know it's legal in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Well,
And
actually,
Jamaica now,
in Amsterdam, it's not
licensed.
it's not legal per se, but it's something that's not heavily enforced. So I went to
Decriminalized.
bicycle tour,
Okay.
so I understand it's not legal as yet.
Well,
That's what I would say.
the headquarters of Remax is in Denver, Colorado, and let me tell you, ooh, boy, I never thought I would see so much opportunities in Colorado.
I'm sure you did.
Because
Right?
it's legal in Colorado. Violent crime dropped 55% in Colorado after marijuana legalization. 55%. So imagine if violent crime in Trinidad drops 55%.
So you want to legalize marijuana? You want to legalize medicinal marijuana?
Marijuana!
But there is a point. There is a good point you make there in terms of crime dropping and in terms of overcrowding in prisons, and a lot of people are in prison
Yeah,
for
for
having
marijuana.
certain stash
Use.
of marijuana.
And it's
For
a
use,
grass,
yeah.
it's a plant, it's not dangerous. Nobody dies from marijuana poisoning. Nobody, the side effect is what? You get lazy and unambitious and creative. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. And it has all these health benefits that are, right now Israel is pumping the most money into research and development into marijuana. And realizing it's not just helping cure cancer or deal with cancer treatment, but it has a whole host of other benefits. From seizures, kids having seizures, to all kind of crazy things. There are a lot of CNN, for example, the documentary called Weed, WEED, right? And it was so overwhelming. Dr. Sanjay Gupta had to apologize to the public because he was against marijuana legalization because he thought it was dangerous. And this is the medical correspondent of CNN. He had to do a public apology because the evidence of it being the opposite was so overwhelming. They had to do week 2 and week 3 in CNN. Go on YouTube and see for yourself. Hear all the stories of what's happening
So
with
you're
marijuana.
saying you're advising listeners out there
Yes.
to go ahead and invest.
Not yet because it's still illegal.
Well, it should have.
Well, I mean, so Cashflow's training is very powerful. So we actually have to be very careful. So that's why we haven't had the high schools as yet, because kids are very intelligent. Even the so-called duncy head kids in school that are not good at, they call them that, who are not good at operating in a classroom. They think they're unintelligent, but when they do cash flow, anything close to it, they realize, wait a minute, I'm a genius. Those kids start businesses very quickly. They have all the skills inbred. Even the linemen on the corner of the street till 9 o'clock at night every night, they have well-developed social skills. They're good with people. They have leadership skills. You know, people call them gangs, but they operate in a team all the time in school, right? Those are positive things in business.
That's because you're saying that you see these potentials and
Huge
and
potential.
you help to extract them with some of the programs.
Yeah, but it's scary now because, you know, I don't think the country is yet ready for cash flow to hit high schools because of the enormous change that will happen. I'll give an example. Back in 2009, we trained a 16-year-old kid in cash flow. Just 2 sessions of cash flow, not the course. We're scared to get on the course. 2 sessions of cash flow. He went back to the school and got permission to do a cake sale. Right? My boy kept that sale going. And going and going and going. And by the time the school caught up to him, he was selling juice, cookies, stationery, making $2,000 a week, which is more than his teacher's salary. So after he got suspended, we said, no more high school kids. We actually had a ban on kids for a long, long time. Released it recently because of the recession. This was at Cashflow in 2009.
Okay.
You know, so after he got suspended because they're not supposed to sell in school, you're not supposed to make money in school, they would prefer you to focus on your schoolwork.
So what is it exactly? Let's drill down. What is it exactly that you advise people on how to get out of the rat race, right? So the Cashflow speaks about the rat race where you just going from paycheck to paycheck. You have one source of income, which is your job,
Your salary.
from your job, and
That's what they're trained to do.
and the job. I know you say job stands for JOB stands for just
Over broke. Yeah.
Just over
Big time. Yeah. You
Right.
did your research. It's good.
So what was the first thing you tell these people when they come to you and say, Roger, help me?
1, read Rich Dad Poor Dad. 2, do cash flow with us.
You know, Roger,
3, learn to sell.
But you know one thing I want to say, I want to make an admission, and don't get up and leave the cabin studios after I say this, but I have never read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh my god. That's alright.
Sacrilege.
Here's what to do.
I read it.
You read it? Very good. Just go on YouTube and listen to the summary.
Right, but what I did read, I read the second book, the
Cash
Cashflow
flow
Quadrant.
quadrant, just
Yes,
more powerful.
my brother Sean,
Yeah.
he got me that book for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I read
People
that.
who read Cash flow quadrant say Cash flow quadrant is way more powerful than Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I think I read that one too.
Oh, serious? Oh, so you know about us then?
Are you sucking up right now?
Oh my god!
Just saying.
How do the British people say moist?
Moist.
Moist.
Oh my god.
Say it once, Emma. Say it
You need
once.
to
Say
buy
it
me
once.
an apple.
Yeah, you're recording now.
That's a weird word.
So the first thing to do is to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. What's the
Rich Dad
second
Poor
step?
Dad. Do cash flow. Cash flow teaches you everything in business, investing, and finance.
Is that your
And
board
then-
game?
Yes. The
It's a
course.
sales pitch.
The course. I mean, they can buy the game on their own, and they can play on richdad.com online for free, right? But the real essence of Robert Kiyosaki's invention is cash flow clubs. That's when people come together and there's a support network behind you, because a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, they don't have that support. That's what we have. We support each other in business and investing. We help each other, we give free advice, all that stuff, right? And we have a lot of lawyers on the team, you know, a lot of experts on the team, business coaches, all that stuff, right?
Tell me something. Do you have a lot of finance professionals on your team? Because what I realized
Yes.
is that a lot of people have this curse of knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people spend their time educating in finance and stuff, and they say, I don't need that. I learned about this already.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 2 types of financial experts. Those with an open mind and those with a closed mind. The open-minded ones do cash flow. The closed-minded ones say, I'm better than that. And they don't learn anything new because they think they know everything already. Right? So we meet a lot of financial people on both sides. There are a lot of those that are open-minded and they said, look, I need to do cash flow because they know something I don't know. And they do it and they change their lives. And then you have those that feel they know everything already. I meet them all the time. You're on TV and all that. We get to do debates at all times. Right? They don't do it too much because I destroy them consistently. Right? But yeah, we have arguments on social media all the time because they believe that mutual funds are the greatest thing on earth.
Roger, so to do cash flow is to just play the game simply? Play the board game, or is it?
Play the board game is good. Play the online game is good as well. But doing it in a cash flow club is a different level of learning. Because you have people around you with experience, different experiences. Okay, for example, so everybody in Cash Club has a specialty. So in Cash we teach something called follow one course until successful. That stands for focus, right? So my focus is business. That's my major focus.
I love acronyms.
I love franchises with a passion, right? Not everybody loves franchises. Franchises turn me on. I love franchises more than women.
Oh.
Unfortunately for you. I love franchises more than women. I love franchises, right?
I wish I was a franchise.
So, there's some people in Cash Club.
Videographer, come get you.
Could you repeat that one more time for the camera?
For my girlfriend here, thank you very much. And there's some people in Cash Club that love real estate, right? So when my team decided, hey Raj, let's go into real estate. Now even though I teach real estate investing, right? The first thing I did when they said, let's go for real estate, first thing I did was go on Google and type up real estate sales franchises. And the first name that came up was Remax. So I said, I'm going to send them an email. I sent them an email and they replied the day after. And then lo and behold, like a week later, the franchisee was in Trinidad interviewing another potential the franchise holder was in Trinidad interviewing another potential franchisee. And he said, hey, you want to meet the guy from the States said, hey, you want to meet the franchisor? He's in Trinidad. I'm like, of course! And I got to meet him. And lo and behold, he just happened to have a cash club in Denver. So he knew exactly where I was coming from. And he said, Raj, he saw the opportunity. He said, if you can take your cash flow club and somehow apply it to Remax training, then, we might discover something very different. And it's true. We have a lot more agents than the usual brokerage, for example, because they all come from Cash Club. They think differently.
Where should I buy? Where should I buy my next real estate?
Where?
Yeah.
In an area that grows.
Where? Like somewhere in Trinidad, somewhere in the US?
It depends on where you live.
Okay, some tips.
Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
I live in Trinidad.
For how long again?
I've lived here for 9 years.
Oh, you're Trinidad, then. Okay, so definitely invest in
Come
Trinidad.
on now.
Definitely invest in Trinidad.
Okay.
Next thing is, which part of Trinidad are you going to invest in?
Well,
So you check with real estate investing, you have to choose an area.
right.
But the area determines a lot, right? So you choose an area that's growing,
Okay.
right? Some areas are going up, some areas are going down, and some areas are going sideways. So like, for example, Laventille, Mova, Beatam, they're going down. Some areas are going sideways. Arima is going sideways, maybe not. Some areas are going up, like Sangre Grande, Cunupia, Santa Cruz, they're up. Some parts of Shogunas are going down, like Enterprise is going down right now. Some parts of Shogunas are going up, so you look for areas that are on the upswing. San Fernando right now is going up, right? I'm not too familiar with Cascade, but I'm assuming it's sideways. Because I know a lot of I'm meeting a property owner tomorrow morning that can't get tenants for his apartment, right? And it's a major problem. Maybe because the price is too high, but it's something we have to look at, right? So choose the area first, and then start looking at as many deals as possible in that area. We have something called the 100-10-3-1 rule. You want to look at 100 properties, shortlist 10, make offers on 3, and then choose one to invest in. And when you invest in a property, do it with a team that also is very knowledgeable about real estate investing. You have to be knowledgeable as well, so you have to do your not just research, and not just due diligence, but education. So doing cash flow, doing real estate courses.
It's hard to find out sometimes in Trinidad real estate because
No, it's not hard.
You could be on the ground.
You call people like us.
So you have knowledge of Trinidad real
Of
estate.
course, I sell real estate for a living.
Okay, I wasn't sure what
That's why Cashflow Club is so powerful, because especially now, because we actually have a real estate brokerage now. So now we get to we know exactly what's going on in Trinidad real estate, Trinidad and Tobago real estate.
Right.
Our agents are all over the country looking for deals.
There's
and
money
finding
to be
deals.
made in Trinidad real estate.
Lots
right
of money, tons of money, billions of dollars. It's a billion-dollar industry. There are a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago that can't even sell that well, don't have much skills, and some of them are even very dishonest, and they're making millions of dollars nonetheless, because it's a huge opportunity. You have to understand, entrepreneurs are problem solvers. We build business that solve problems. So if there's a drought, to sell water, right? If there's a flood, you sell boats, right? And if there's a plague, you sell coffins. Because you know what? We are problem solvers. We build business to solve problems. In a country like this with a lot of problems, that's where we thrive. So I'll go as far as saying that Trinidad and Tobago has more business opportunities than Canada and the United States. Because we have way more problems than those countries. Way more.
Because the growing pains, essentially.
Yeah. There are a lot of people waiting to get houses from HEC. Thousands of people. And the government can't keep up. We filling in that gap.
So how do you get your cash flow participants? How do you get them ready to be able to make those investments?
They find it themselves. They make the investments themselves.
So do you advise them to go and get debt and everything?
They practice it themselves. We just give them advice and guide them along. They choose their own path. It's very they become their own financial experts. Because when they're dealing with simulation based, it's a different level of learning than classroom.
So it's more empowerment than
way more important
than actual coaching.
And I think that's why politicians don't like it too much, because it empowers people. Sorry to say, but I'm being real. Because they know of us and they refuse to touch it because they don't want people to be empowered. Having an empowered population might be dangerous to people whose power thrives from people that are dependent on them.
Roger, do you also teach sales training?
Yeah, of course. And we're good at it because simulation based again. In fact,
Do with
to
social
apply
media
cash flow to
and
real life, you have to be in
advertising?
a sales professional.
Is it do with social media and advertising, or is it?
No, that's marketing. Sales
Okay.
is dealing with people, closing deals, handling objections,
Right.
booking meetings, that kind of thing. Making money. That's sales. So to do cash flow in real life, you have to be in a sales profession. You have to be
I think you're very
constantly
good
selling.
at sales.
Thank you very much. I practice, that's why.
He's in
I actually
selling
started off at the
pretty
account again. You know, when I started off in sales, I was scared. I could not sell at all. I straight off
No
from business
way.
school.
You're
Yeah.
natural.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm actually very introverted. When I was in business
Hell
school,
no.
I'm
That's
dead
what I say
serious.
sometimes.
Dead serious. I was actually going to do a PhD. I was one of those types. I'm a nerd. I just don't wear glasses anymore.
Extroverted nerd then.
I'm extroverted now because of training. I started sales training in 2007 because I was failing selling insurance. So I remember this one time, my insurance company got a bunch of booths in Trin City Mall, right? And they were promoting the health plan and all that stuff that was not about to come out, right? And they had us agents there. And all we had to do was get people's names for a raffle. And of course, in Smart, you get all these names and numbers and you get to sell them insurance after, right? So most agents had like 30 names and 40 names. I was there from the beginning to the end. Guess how much names I got?
150?
How much do you think?
97?
97.
Wow. 0.
Okay.
0. I was
High hopes
scared
for
to talk to strangers. I got rejected once or twice and I was like, I don't know what to do this.
So what about
Wow, you're transformed then.
So this is
Yeah.
really interesting. So for people listening who are also afraid of sales, right? How do they get from being afraid of sales to where you are right now? Where you're selling every 2 minutes.
Constant practice. Constant practice. Constant practice.
So just go into the deep end.
Every
There's no
human being,
roadmap or anything.
every human being is a genius. Every human being is a genius, and your brain can't
I agree
change.
with that.
So there's a book called Super Brain by Dr. Rudolph Tanzi and Deepak Chopra, right?
I love a book.
Super Brain is fantastic, and what they say is that your brain is very dynamic. It's the most dynamic part of your body. It's not static like they teach you in the education system where you're either bright or you're dunce. That's the word we use, by the way, dunce, right? You're either bright or you're dunce. It's not so. Everybody's a genius. Even listening to this conversation right now, your brain is making new connections. You're learning something new. So your brain is changing all now. And during a simulation, it's multiplied, it's exponential. right? So you know those kids when they play video games, you play video games when you're growing up.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
I play a lot of wrestling.
For hours, eh?
Hours.
Hours. You get corns on your hands. You want to pee and not moving.
I was doing homework.
Oh my god, nerd. Right?
Yeah, but don't come and career Paul and like we like the truth on this show.
So we call that full engagement. Where your kids hours upon hours they'll play non-stop and the parents will be horrified and say, look, if you spend a quarter of that time on your homework, you get genius. And it's true. So what if we're able to trigger something like that in the field of education?
But what if homework is just not as interesting as what we were doing, or as a game or a TV show?
He's saying he's gonna make it interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm interested.
So when you
Because
make
I that's a challenge. That's
so this is the other piece of the puzzle. It's not just simulation based. When you make learning fun, it's a totally different level of learning. You learn naturally
How do
without
you
even
make
trying.
learning fun? I think that's something I would like, or maybe need to know how to learn.
Well, over years and years of trial and error. So our Cashflow Club sessions, as opposed to other Cashflow Clubs worldwide, our Cashflow sessions are a ton of fun. We make you laugh. We have free food and drinks in the class.
Oh, you have free food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cheap food.
Why don't you leave that?
Chips
No, why
and
do you have
like
to go
water.
snacks?
Snacks. But you know,
Or snacks.
we have book
But you said you have
prizes.
free drinks.
Yeah, water.
Hey,
We tried alcohol in the past and failed miserably. So we tried a
so the
lot of
cash is
things.
flowing.
Yeah, back in the days when with free sessions, people used to donate
Was
food,
that
that kind of thing. It was ridiculous. But yeah, we make learning fun. So Cash Club is a lot of fun. So people come to, like, say we train in a bank, for example, and we have trained a lot of banks. They're tired after work, they're sleepy, especially after lunch. Oh, a Cash session wakes them up. They get extreme amounts of energy. There's even music in the class, for crying out loud. It's like a fish market. I remember once.
Your class is like a fish market.
It's like a fish market. So let me describe this to you. This guy named Edward. He is one of those guys. He's from Athalab Jack originally. He goes to a lot of those investment seminars at the Hyatt and the Hilton. Those fancy investment seminars where they talk about different economies of the world and how they grow, and you can invest in this with this mutual fund. He loves going to those things. So he came to Cashflow in this shirt and tie. His friends told him about this Cashflow thing. There's this group of people, they're doing some fantastic things. So he came and he was like, what crap is this? You're using games? I'm not staying here.
How rude is he?
How rude is he? He was very direct. So he said, Edward, before you leave, take a walk around. My mom was in with me at the time, so we both convinced him.
Oh.
Said, before you leave, take just one round. Just take one round around the class, just walk around and listen to the conversations. And he did so. We finally convinced him. He walked around and he listened, he walked back to the front with his eyes open wide. He said, where do I pay?
How much?
Well, he did $9.99 at the time. He did the entire course, right? And that's pretty typical because Cash was completely opposite to an investment
It's
seminar.
always like -1 off the rail, like big piece of money, like, you know.
What was that?
Why don't always like 99?
That's a bad habit.
So it's
That's
like,
right.
so the thing is it's not actually $10, it's only $9.99.
It's not $1,000, it's just $999.
Yeah, yeah.
And we give them the dollar change and with a big smile on our face, like, yeah, take that little dollar change. You write a check for $1,000 to get them a dollar change, you know?
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing.
It's a psychological thing. That's a big marketing thing.
But it is the future of education. Learning is actually supposed to be fun and simulation based. So math science are the same thing for science. The kids actually have fun learning science. Sales Training Academy, we make them laugh all the time. We have book prizes, same thing again. Right now we're working on math. We're trying to figure out how to make math fun and simulation based. So my girlfriend has a company called MathWiz. So we're now trying to tweak it to see how we can make it more simulation based and fun. So we heard of a company in the States that figured out how to use chess to teach mathematics, right? So we're in the process of trying to find out their secret sauce. If not, we just buy the franchise.
That's interesting.
Yeah, chess and checkers to use it to teach math, you know? Even if it's something as simple as letting the kids play a game of chess or checkers right before they attend math class, just to get the brain in the frequency of learning math. Because, you know, some kids have a lot of energy, it's hard to sit down and just do math.
Exactly.
But if you play a game before, it makes a big difference. Yeah.
Okay. So what it really is about learning by simulation.
Yes.
It's about getting assets that generate income
Yes.
And not just you add to your balance sheet, then you pay your mortgage or you pay your car loan or whatever it is.
Income
So
statement.
the focus is on cash flow.
Yes.
And that's the number one principle. That's your number one principle.
Richard Branson is a billionaire.
Right.
He has over 350 businesses, all bringing him money every single month. And that's just businesses alone. We don't even know his real estate investments.
Right.
That's how people get rich. They have multiple sources of income. And most rich people have businesses and real estate. They all play the game.
So it's not really too much about, let's say you invest in a company, you invest in a property, and so you wait for that capital appreciation down the road.
They call that capital gains. We have cash flow deals. So we use capital gains deals to acquire cash flow deals. And that's what cash flow teaches you. Not this one that you have here. This is Cash Flow 101. So in our 6-week course, we do 3 sessions of Cash Flow 101 to get you and your brain ready, because they're 2 separate parts of you, to get your brain ready for Cash Flow 202. And Cash Flow 202 is what teaches you the real deals, how to put deals together, how to raise capital from investors, how to, the full works. And it takes you're learning from what you learn here to a higher level. And that's when people start building a lot of businesses, going to real estate, they realize, I don't have to have $3 million in the bank to buy this property. I'm going to raise capital. Use investors to get a down payment, use bank financing. They know exactly what to do because they practice it over and over in a simulation.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, Roger, I think sitting here with you today, I feel that reaching for the stars is possible. You give a lot of energy, and you give a lot of examples.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
All right, I think that's a nice place to wrap. Right, there you have it. Podcast will take part in our cash flow program. Roger's been selling it every 2 minutes. Listen to Emma Charles in episode 18. She will teach you how to incorporate your business, what to look out for, how to protect your business,
Very good.
how to save your business.
Lawyers are a very important part of your team.
Definitely.
The team is important.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the team.
Business and investing are team sports. So a lot of institutions that fund entrepreneurs by themselves, big mistake. Fund teams.
All right.
Agreed.
What a way to start back season 3.
All right.
I gave you guys too much rum tonight. I gave you guys too much rum.
The music, Kevin.
Podcast World, Kevin Studios, we are out. Thanks a lot, guys. Oh my God. What are you doing?
Don't need a part 2 and a part